Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing TPA versus M5 game number 2. And yeah, M5 is ahead by 1-0 as you can see. They won game 1 in a pretty spectacular fashion, really easily. And let's see if they can make that work in game 2 as well and just shut out this TPA team. So TPA is the Taipei Assassins, M5 is Moscow 5. So yeah, Asian versus European in this case. The Asians have been dominating this tournament though. So yeah, let's see if they can actually make a fist out of this. So a little bit of warding going off, some trap, well, one trap from Nidalee being placed. And yeah, with the... Oh wow, are they going to catch this guy? The flash, the stun, and there you go! First blood, and the innate ability is not going to do anything. Maybe it doesn't even hit anyone? No, it doesn't even hit anyone. Wow. Yeah, he was probably saying, oh fuck. Oh man, it sucks so much when that happens to you. And yeah, it is the support on the enemy team. So she did, I think, place a ward somewhere. No, I don't actually see it. But hey, whatever. So no items on what's his name, Tarek, and a steal here from the red team. So Moscow 5 immediately going for that aggressive jungle, well, opening, stealing the most of the raids and then the red buff. And I think the blue team is going to do going to steal that red buff as well. They probably understand that this was happening, and yes, they are going to do that. And man, this is a good move. I don't know how they knew that this was happening. Well, they do have some wards up. They probably saw someone walking through the wards. Unfortunately, we don't have the same vision that they do. So I can't really tell you why they decided to go with this. And wow, Tarek dies here. But Zillion also dies. So that's good. That's a 1-for-1 trade. And then, wow, an excellent flash there. And yeah, just catching up with the AD there. So Kakma dies as well. And it seems that Oriana even took that big raid. Wow, it's TPA all the way here. It seems that they kind of decided, well, we need to go extra aggressive now, because that is the way to beat these guys. I mean, the last tournaments, or no, not the last tournaments. In the first tournaments, they actually won. They played in Moscow 5. They were the ones that were going really aggressively, and nobody knew how to answer that. That was their trick then. And yeah, I still don't understand how they won all of those tournaments with a simple strategy like that. Because every time someone just went aggressive against them or warded properly in that early game, they were completely dominated. It's just that not a lot of teams did that. TSM did it at some point, but they lost the best of 5 anyway, or the best of 3. I don't know what it was. They should have won there, but yeah, CLG EU was really very good against this this aggressive jungle strategy, because they did what the Taipei Assassins are doing right now, which is just, yeah, being, well, counter-aggressive. So if they're going to steal your red buff, you steal their red buff. The only thing you need to do that is, well, get a good jungler, and that shouldn't be too hard. And well, what's more important actually is, well, wards. Just ward up. Make sure that you can actually see what's going on, and that you can actually react to things because you know that they're going on. And yeah, well, that's what they're doing here, and they lead 3-1 with about a 1.5k gold difference. And in this early game, that is a huge amount. I mean, 1400 gold ahead. That is that's a very significant gold lead. Because, well, if you have 6k gold, then 1.5k is 25% of that gold. So they're 25% ahead, and if they can keep up that aggression and that percentage, then they will easily win, obviously. But hey, we will have to see how that works out. It seems that Nidalee is in some trouble here, getting nuked down quite a bit. But she does have her heal up. She is going AP. And a very nice catch here, but is Zilean actually going to die? Yeah, Zilean just instantly dying to that Orianna with the help of 2 of her teammates. But yeah, Zilean, in my opinion, not really worth being a mid champion. He is great in the late game, but in my opinion, you shouldn't put a support champion in the mid lane. Because, well, in the late game, Zilean, yeah, he has those time bombs, I guess. But they don't really do enough. But yeah, that respawn, or as we watch a magnificent gank here in the top lane. But that ultimate from Zilean is of course awesome. Also the speed boost is pretty useful. And yeah, the time bombs can still come in useful, but yeah, giving him like 300 minions because he has an ultimate that's useful in the late game. Yeah, that in my opinion is not really worth it. And yeah, it is a very unique skill, so there's nobody else that actually has such a thing. But yeah, well, we will have to see if it works out for them. Yeah, it's just that I've never seen the usefulness of it, and especially since they put out so many good AP champions. I mean, he used to be one of the good AP champions. Now he's just an average AP champion when you have so many much better ones. And it's just that ultimate that is awesome. So they're going to get the blue buff here, and yes, it is their own blue buff. I was wondering about that, but it seems that yeah, we're going to steal the red buff once again, and yeah, that's of course a very safe move, especially with that ward going down, because there is no way they can stop that with Nidalee in the bottom lane. Yeah, they can see Nidalee, they can see everyone except for the jungler, and the jungler, yeah, Udyr is not really afraid of the jungler. And come on, no, they're not going to get this kill. In fact, yeah, she just turned it around and had them running away. Wow, that is pretty awesome play. And I have to feel that right here is just, yeah, what M5 hates to go up against. The aggressive moves on the enemy team. Yeah, not really able to make a fist against them. Not really do the surprise tactics. I mean, their surprise tactics for this year was to go for silly champions that nobody played against, then learn to play them well, and then surprise people with those champion choices. And then if people don't know how to play against them, you get an advantage because of that. And yeah, that was their thing this year, and that's how they won their first matches. But yeah, that's how they won their last match as well. I mean, now last match were pretty standard choice, except for Xin Zhao, I guess. And here we have Zilean, who hasn't been played in quite a while. But for the rest, yeah, Vayne also one of those champions that nobody plays anymore in the high elos. But yeah, well, she's not on M5. She is on the other team. Vayne is of course still an awesome champion. She just doesn't have the range to go up against some of the other champions, such as Kog'Maw. And yeah, that's exactly what's or why people don't choose Vayne anymore. So an excellent flash there. And wow, he survives that. Oh my god. So they do get the kill on Zilean, and it seems that, yeah, Maokai actually got away with that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Nice play. The flash was excellent before he got stunned, because if he got stunned he would have died instantly. And especially to that bomb, Well, if he didn't flash, to be honest, I didn't see whether he got stunned or not. But if he stayed there for like 1 second longer, then he would have died. And yeah, he didn't. So excellent. So yeah, it's now well, kind of, yeah. I guess that's also one of their yeah, strange choices to go for that. What's her name? The plant lady. Oh, come on. Well, to go a support champion that nobody plays as a support champion. She's still decent as a support, but she's definitely not good as a support. Hang on. Yeah, I missed a few seconds there, but since the video's still running, it should be no problem. I don't know if you heard the bleep. I don't know if that gets recorded. I think it does, but it was actually my previous video being ready to be uploaded. But I still have to check it because yeah, if I don't, then I get all kinds of crap on my channel, and we don't want that. So anyway, the dragon goes to the red team here, which is M5. Once again, they took up all the dragons in that last game, and yeah, that's their thing, I guess. Because yeah, well, they if they can get those dragons, then they can keep ahead of the gold normally. But being 6 and 1 behind, yeah, 5 kills, 1 dragon is not going to make up for that. And man, I'm still searching for the name of that champion. It doesn't really matter that I don't know, but because most of you will know, and I can actually look it up, but not right now, because right now I'm doing this game. So yeah, Zilean just happily farming in that mid lane with yeah, the top laners being completely deserted. They already have 2 towers down, and that is quite early. I mean, 12 minutes in, 2 towers down. That is that's a big deal. So the blue buff does go to Orianna, and it seems that oh no, they're not going to. No, they're not going to go in on each other. Just a little bit of harassment going on here, but it's Nidalee with that heal and with just a constant stream of damage that is coming out ahead in that fight. Although she may have been a little bit lower health, it is Yorick that has to stay at his turret or get killed or get harassed a whole lot. And it seems that they are going to push for this turret. Yeah, there's nothing they can do except defend with their entire team. And that's, well, what they choose to do. Of course, this is good for Kog'Maw because he is in the top lane. But, well, every wave they're going to poke a little bit. They're going to do a little bit of damage to that tower. And every wave, that tower is going to be less and less HP. If they can actually get in on this. Of course, as I said, this is really good for Kog'Maw. He gets to farm in that top lane, and therefore they send out Nidalee to do the same in mid lane. And yeah, it's risky for the red team to get out of there because they're going to lose the tower if they do, and they are going to get out of there now 3 versus 1 against Nidalee because she created a pretty big minion wave there. And the blue team is going to react to this little bit of a distraction by just taking out this turret. Yeah, so Nidalee created the big minion wave by just last hitting, and maybe even healing up her own minions, who knows. Because if you heal up like the cannon minion, that can really give you an advantage. And yeah, they're just going to push 2 lanes at the same time. The blue team has to, or sorry, the red team has to choose between the 2, and yeah, you get to choose the other lane because all of your lanes are pushed. There's no way that M5 is going to take out a turret right this moment just because you push in on that. It seems that there's an attempted blue steal on or by M5, but the blue is already gone. So no, not going to work. At least I think the blue was already gone. Maybe it's just coming up. I don't actually know. So there is no dragon timer for the moment. I don't know when the dragon is coming up. I thought they would put that up earlier, but apparently only the last minute or so. And let's just see. Yeah, can they actually do enough damage here to the turret to actually kill it, or almost kill it? But yeah, they're not going for the turret right this moment. 5 gold. I like that. I like that the plans give you 5 gold. It makes all your work worthwhile. And it's not a huge deal. I mean, 5 gold is not a big deal in this game. So yeah, we are getting this turret, it seems. Yeah, because now it is 4 versus 2. And yeah, they finally get that turret, and there you could see the strategy involved in that, in taking that turret. Because Natalie is pushing this mid lane, and she's all alone, but they have to stop her with multiple people, and because of that, she actually got to, well, she actually distracted multiple people, and got some damage done on this turret, but the rest of the team got to push the right lane. And it seems that Kog'Maw is still just last hitting. I don't know how many minions he has by now. 116 versus 152 on Vayne. So Vayne's still well ahead of that. I don't know how that's possible, because he has been farming for the last 5 minutes or so. And just farming, doing nothing else. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, well, hang on, who else? So yeah, it's really the 1 kill on Zilean and nothing else. For the rest, they have 3 assists, but yeah, that means that nobody is really fed. Zilean has the highest minions, but that's not high minions, and he has the 1 kill, but yeah, all in all, not really a good position for them to be in. 6k gold behind now, which is about 1/3 of their own total. A little bit less, but still. Come on, just try to get that dragon, guys. They're going to try to ult it, I guess. No, not even. Thought the Orianna might try to use her ultimate or something like that, but they're not even going to bother with it. It's all good. Yeah, well, that 1k gold, they could suffer 1k gold. It's not a big deal. By the way, the quality, I can't help that. This was the highest, or well, the only quality I could find. So yeah, it's unfortunate that that the recording isn't better, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, an easy kill there for Nidalee, and Nidalee just running out. Seems that he even died with his ultimate up and flash up. So I don't really understand what's happening there. I mean, this happens to me in solo queues, but not in tournament games, because people are normally a little more, well, cautious in tournament games. Maybe it just all came up like seconds after he died, but didn't really pay attention to that, because I was assuming he was going to use that, because I'm not assuming he got surprised by Nidalee there, or stunned by her. Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. So yeah, the minions, of course, going down instantly to that double bomb. But yeah, they're really, really far behind here. And yeah, even though they picked up that dragon, they are still 7k gold behind. And yeah, the dragon is not going to change a whole lot about that. I mean, the Baron is going to change a whole lot about that, just as well as an Ace would, because Baron, well, Dragon is just gold. It's nothing else. Um, yeah, the Baron on the other hand gives you, wow, and a very nice kill there. The Baron gives you a buff, just as well as an Ace does, which allow you, well, an Ace doesn't give you a buff, I guess, but it allows you to have more power on the field than your opponents have. And wow, oh, Zilean is actually getting out of that. So an excellent fight here for M5, so far that is. And oh, he's going to die anyway. What the hell? Report to Zilean, man. He is trolling so much. First he dies with his ultimate up, then he dies for no reason at the end of the team fight. He wasn't going to get those kills if he gets killed in one hit. Man. Yeah, just report to Zilean. Seriously. Intentional feeding. Yeah, so even though I called Zilean a choice that I wouldn't make in the beginning, this was not what I intended. He should have done way better in this team fight. He lets two of his allies die before using the ultimate on himself, but he is not strong at all. So yeah, he almost dies there, and then yeah, so instead of reviving like the AD carry, he revives himself and then gets killed anyway, which was kind of silly. But yeah, he has 174 minions, which is the highest on the team, and he has the highest kills on the team, so I guess there's something to be said for that. But still, the AD carry is way squishier and can do way more damage than he can normally. So let's see what we can actually do here, because we are assaulting this middle lane, and this is where M5 has experience, but then from the other side they are normally the ones assaulting the base themselves, but well, in this case they have to defend and they should know how this is done. Of course, yeah, Nidalee is going to split push once again. She is going to push that right lane, or well, I should say bottom lane. But she's going to go push that, so they have to split off two guys to hold this off, because Nidalee on her own can just instantly kill that minion wave, which means that the rest of the minions are going to push in. So yeah, basically you need someone there that can wipe out the whole minion wave as well. And yeah, they switched lanes here, but the M5 team too late realizing that, hey, they're all there now. And now everyone runs back, and they're going to assault this middle lane. M5 coming back. But every time they can do a little bit of damage to that turret, and eventually the turret is going to go down. So Karkma doing a lot of damage there, or attempting to do a lot of damage, but not really getting a whole lot done. It is Nidalee who is low, but she is nowhere near anyone else. It is just her here. So yeah, the dragon now going to TPA. It seems they are yeah, they are all alone here, and the red team, well, really doesn't have a chance of getting this, because they can't see where the enemy team is, and that's about all. So top lane then, yeah, it is Vayne trying to push this lane, and of course by now Vayne is very strong. She has 214 minions against the 157 of Karkma, so she is well ahead there. She has 3 kills and Karkma only has 1, so she is definitely the one to beat here, as in she does a lot of damage. But yeah, Nidalee now going in on this. But yeah, she's just going to poke. That's what she does. She just pokes a little bit, and then after she's done, then she just runs back, heals, and throws a javelin. And after throwing that javelin, yeah, she mostly just runs out. And she does have a blue buff, which is excellent. Trying to heal up that mana a little bit, while of course spamming her skills, because that is the cooldown reduction for you. And man, this Nidalee play is, Nidalee is one of those champions that just becomes better when you become better. Because you can do more damage, you can do more utility with her once you become a better player. And she is just going to run out, just jump, 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 and make sure that only Yorick can follow her. And yeah, even with Yorick following her, it's not a problem because he doesn't do enough damage. And she's just going to pounce away every time. And then once he turned back, you could see she turned around and immediately went on the offensive again. Because throwing that javelin at his face is excellent. A nice attempted steal there by M5, but it didn't work this time. It would have been awesome if it worked. And now it's just a free kill. But yeah, those kind of attempts are kind of silly, in my opinion. So not so much that he attempts it. I mean, it is what he needs to attempt. He needs to try to get that damage or get that steal, because it would really turn the game around. But the fact that you can do that, so you can actually steal that's kind of silly. It's it's not really what the game is supposed to be about. But hey, it is part of the game. And it is Vayne now who is cleaning up. And Vayne is going to just go on everyone that she can reach. And if she can't reach anyone, then the inhibitor is good enough as well. Now going on to the turret, I guess. Although the minions are of course worth more for now. But there goes the turret. Well, it doesn't go down, but yeah, she immediately switches to another target. Every time someone comes into range, she's just going to go for it. And otherwise, she's just going to kill minions or turrets or whatever. But an excellently played game by TPA. They actually pulled it back to 1-1. I hope you enjoyed this game, because this was a really good one for the Taipei Assassins. Not so much for M5. They made quite a few mistakes. They also made quite a few good plays, but all in all, Taipei Assassins come out ahead. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.